Okay, here we go. What's going on, everybody? Um, Obviously, we were supposed to do this game last Thursday. That didn't happen. We had some stuff come up at work. Been a bit of a low, if you want to call it that. And the stuff at work really just got under my skin. So I was not particularly in the mood to do that. But we are going to do this today. So I reset everything back up exactly as it was. Put everybody back in their same spots. And we're going to try Strongholds today because we haven't played that yet. And I just randomly selected the VP tokens. We've got a 2, a 1, and a 1. So we've got a big whopping 4 points to deal with. That'll be interesting. I've briefly read over that page in the rulebook. I have the rulebook over here to my side. I will be consulting it because I have not played Flashpoint in a little while. So I'm going to have to try to get back into the swing of things. There's going to be a lot of that recently or coming up because I also want to play on this new board some Elder Scrolls Call to Arms, and I haven't played that in probably 6 months, if not more than that, and I only played it a few times, so that'll be interesting. But if everything goes to plan, next Thursday, again, up for decision. I'm not going to guarantee anything these days. But we'll probably be doing Warcrow specifically because my Beyond Winds from the North box showed up, which I thought was funny because this box is teeny tiny. And in the pictures, it looks exactly like the starter box, which is like, you know, a full-size box. And then this little guy showed up. So we'll have 2 extra units per side, which hopefully will be just enough to kind of diversify that a little bit. Also looking at the rules for Warcrow, not that any of you care about that specifically. The conquest value is just in fighting somebody for an objective, not the actual act of capturing it. So that's useful to know because otherwise you can't capture an objective because you have 0 conquer value. So I did do that wrong the last time we played Warcrow, but it is what it is. Anyways, today, HALO Flashpoint. Again, haven't played this in a little while. I set this up exactly as it shows in the book. Obviously, we've got this new terrain that I put together. You can kind of see right here and here my little grid intersection markers. So I do have the 3-inch grid kind of mapped out on this board. I didn't do it on the extension pieces. I'll just use this one. That way I can still move based on the grid. And again, you can see it right there, spot. So I do have the grid indicated. All these buildings are 3-inch buildings. I wasn't really going for a particular theme. What's up, Anthony? Forgot to pop my chat out and bring it over here. Give me just 1 second. Glad I remembered that early. Yeah, can see that. Okay. This terrain was where did this come from? I think this was just a free pack on Colts. It was like a little sample pack. And I just scaled it down a smidge. Although I think had I not scaled it down, it would have been exactly 3 inches, but I didn't want it to be too big. Awesome. But this terrain, even though you only get like a couple pieces to work with, it's all stackable. So even though you only get a handful of kind of things to work with, it actually worked perfectly well for this. And it was painting this terrain that I decided to make like a snow themed board because the paint job wasn't really coming out how I wanted it to. But then looking at it, it made me think like a cold outpost kind of thing. And I said, you know what? It's going to be snow. So I made the boards to complement it, and not that we're playing with any basically just use some armatures to create some dead tree kind of like scatter. We actually played kind of a twos game. We brought some new people in this past weekend and did kind of like a 2v2 thing with Shatterpoint and used Shatterpoint terrain in those trees and stuff. It was pretty good. So I'm interested to see how this is going to play. Also, I have to ramble for 27 minutes before we start these things. I finished up the giveaway winners for the Arbiters and dropped them off yesterday at the post office. So hopefully the two of you that won will get those soon. Hopefully they arrive in one piece. They're packed in multiple little boxes. So hopefully they show up unharmed. But hopefully y'all like them. I was kind of surprised that both people wanted them painted. I don't consider myself a fantastic painter by any means. So that's kind of interesting. So technically, y'all are the first two people that have requested me to paint anything for them. So that's kind of interesting. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. I already deployed the people. So our deployments are here in the corners. Show you this because it's just going to be easier. So I have it set up exactly like this. So the elites are down here in this corner, which is over here. And then our plain old Spartan fire teams up here. And then objectives and weapons are also all set up exactly as they're shown in here. Now, something I just kind of put them out is these power-ups. So there's one there. There's one kind of right in the middle. There's one behind this rock, and there's one, I think, behind this building right. I don't know what they are. I just put them out randomly, so I guess we're gonna find out. I hope there's no grenades, because the grenade ruling from the one game that we played where we introduced Justin to Flashpoint, we tried still figuring out the grenades. The grenades just don't make sense to me. Well, the grenades as a grenade kind of makes sense to me, but the fact that the rocket launcher has the grenade keyword makes the grenade not make sense, because you could just miss the rocket, which is weird. And it scatters, which is weird. I don't know. And again, the victory points, there's one here on this. Might be able to see him here. Yeah, so we got one guy here for 1 point. We got one guy here for 1 point, and then the other one is up in this corner, which is right under the text and stuff here, for 2 points. So I mean, I would say I guess there's a benefit there for me, but I don't know. It's kind of even. So the Spartans, there's one here, one down here, and then the other two are right here. And I think you already saw this. Yeah, you can see them. So we got two elites up here and two elites down here. So I'm just running the basic squads for both. I wanted to use my Arbiter, so I'm running the elites, which I've only used once. I'm going to try to actually use their sticky grenades, maybe more than not at all. And to be honest with you, the extra fire teams that start with the extra weapons don't really make a ton of sense to me. Granted, I haven't looked at them a whole lot, but they seem like the exact same characters. They just have different starting weapons, but all of the picked up weapons seem better than the starting weapons. So it seems weird that you would run a full fire team like this against something like the elites, but maybe that'll make more sense once the wargames book comes out and these guys have point values and stuff. Which again, I do have all of the new Flashpoint stuff on pre-order, so that stuff will show up in March. So we might be able to take a look at that at that point. And as kind of preachy and sad as it sounds, if y'all do like this stuff, if you don't mind sharing it somewhere, anywhere to help get it out, that would help. Because something that I touched on last time is I think I kind of shot myself in the foot with this channel and the algorithm, because this was a paintball channel before and I just decided to transition. But now everything that I've learned since then, that might be kind of handicapping myself. So if you don't mind liking, sharing, and doing all that good stuff, it'd probably go a long way in helping. Anyways, as far as who's going to activate first, I guess the elites will be a black dice, and Spartans will be a white dice, and whoever has the highest number gets to choose. Spartans, they're going to make me go first with the elites because I think that's just better. We're also going to roll, I think we're going to spawn 2 weapons. Okay, so we got 2. Got a gravity hammer. Spawning on 2. And 2 again. 4. Speak of the devil, we got a rocket launcher. So both weapon spawns are right here. So I didn't get anything on the close side of the field for me. That's all right. And I was going to go first. Let me get my little activation tokens here. Granted, I'm not typically, when I'm playing this by myself, very good at actually putting these things out, but we're going to try. Okay, so what's this guy's range? Pulse Carbine has a range of 4, and I can move 2. So 4. I think I can shoot that Zvezda, and I might just go ahead and start with that, to be honest. Although, if my goal is to get twice as many points as is on the board, which is 4, so first one to 8 points is going to win, maybe it'd be better off for me to sprint to some points and start racking up points early before they start becoming contested. Might also be a thing. What about our Needler guy? He can sprint 3. So nobody can get this corner. That feels intentional. And okay, so it looks like first round nobody's going to be scoring anything, so that's okay. Also, sorry if I bump one of these cameras, because it's like right under or right above my stream deck currently, because the best way you could see stuff, which I know you still can't see everything super well. Sorry. I think I'm going to go with our mercenary, and I'm going to move and shoot. Yeah. So 1, 2, and range 4 is going to be just in range to shoot Zvezda here. So that is range 4, AP 1. Oh, they do have AP on their weapons. Okay, well, I guess I could have run some extra things. I didn't even think about that. ESD 1, weight of fire 1. I'm going to have to be reconsulting a lot of the keywords just to make sure that I am remembering. I think weight of fire is re-rolling. Yeah. I could re-roll 1 dice. So in this case, I've got 3. I've got 1 for high ground. Check. I think it's 1 for high ground, 2 for clear shot. Clear shot, 2, high ground, 1. Okay. So yeah, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to have 3, 2 for high ground, or 2 for clear shot and 1 for high ground for a total of 6. And we're looking for 4s. We got 4. They're going to roll 3. Zvezda is looking for 4s. Eight. So we save 3. Although I guess I could have re-rolled one of these for weight of fire. Well, that's lucky for me. We get 1 extra one through. Kind of did that backwards and out of order. That was my bad. But we get 2 through. We have AP of 1. Although I guess it's shields and then armor, I believe. So ESD1 is going to pop one of these. One goes to shields. AP of 1. And then the last one's going to go into armor. So no damage. But Zvezda's got no shields. Go ahead and put an activation thing on him. Let's go for our Spartans. I'll leave it on this angle for the time being. Let me pull out these weapon cards. I feel like the Brawler's probably going to want the Gravity Hammer, I would assume. I just keep all my weapon cards in a little pile. And then I just kind of set them aside as they spawn. So, yeah. Brawler would be better with the hammer, I think. I will say, I almost... Yeah, we actually kind of talked about that in one of the Shatterpoint videos, I think. Because I think that's one of the big negatives of this game and any game that does it like this, that just has a numbers-based combat, essentially. So, like, I'm looking for 3s to hit, and I'm looking for 4s to save. It kind of loses some of the flavor, I guess. Whether you're shooting with, like, a rocket launcher or whatever. And the keywords help a little bit, but I think it's still missing some of the specific flavor. It's the only word I could think of. But I do wish there was almost a randomness to who activates, because I have a really terrible time trying to decide who I want to activate at any given moment. So let's go. Should probably take a shot with the Deadeye, but I also feel like I need to start moving people toward objectives. I kind of like Deadeye being up there to watch. We could move with... Can't shoot at anybody. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on both of those guys. So I'm gonna go with the Deadeye. He is up here, and I think we're just gonna crouch so we can reposition a little bit to make sure we can see around that barricade. And we're going to shoot back at this fella. We have a range of 6, so we are more than in range. And we don't have clear shot or anything like that, but we do have optics and crouch, so that's going to give us 3, 1 for optics, and 1 for crouch. Deadeye is looking for 3s. Okay, well, that was a very good roll, and we got 2 headshots. Okay, 2 more headshots. Another headshot. Okay, well, that is a... Yep, that's not great. This guy is looking for 4s. Okay, well, we got save. All right, we got 2 whole saves here. Ooh. So no... Oh, and he's got lethal 1. So this guy's going to lose all 3 shields. Oh, God. I've only got 1 armor. And then 3 damage goes through, which just kills this guy. Because he's only got 3 HP. That's 3 damage plus 1 for lethal, so he would have taken 4 damage there. Yikes. Ooh. I don't think you get anything for killing anything in this mode, I don't believe. But that was a hefty shot. Trying to find the game modes to pull back up. Okay, yeah, so you just get points for scoring. Okay, well, yikes. All right, back to me. I guess we're just going to go with our Needler guy, and we're going to sprint. 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna tuck in behind that. That's this guy. Kind of feel like we just need to get rolling here on the first round of stuff. Back to them. Oh yeah, let me put down a little activation doodad on Deadeye. I think we move with the Mark 7, which you can't see. And kind of see him. He's right here. He's going to pop up on top of this box, which now you can see. He's going to pick up whatever this is. I don't know what that is. That is a shroud screen. When this item is used, place the token in the holder's cube or any adjacent cube within line of sight. The shroud screen blocks line of sight out of or through the cube for the rest of the round. The cube itself may still be targeted with explosive weapons. Okay, so it's kind of like a little smoke grenade. That makes sense. Shroud screen and all. I think we got a range of 4. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we're good there. And we're going to shoot at this mercenary. Way to fire 2. That's going to be 3. 2 for clear shot. And 1 for high ground. We're looking for 4s. Four hits there. This guy's looking for 4s. We got 3. Oh, that guy also had weight of fire. So 2. I'm only rerolling 1 because I don't remember if I missed 2 or 1. So I just gave him 1 extra one to kind of make up for that. So he's got 2. That's both going to go into his shields. And then he's going to deploy this shroud screen on himself just so he can't be targeted this while he's just kind of up there. So he's nice and safe. Unless, I guess, I run in there into him. Okay, back to me. I'm activated. So we got Arbiter and our plasma rifle fella. I don't love this, to be honest. I think we could sprint on. Okay, I guess we're gonna sprint 1, 2, pick that up, and 3. Got some explosive ammo. That'll give us a point. I guess I'm going to track them with these red D12. So at the end of the round, end of round or end of turn? Game ends at the end of a round in which a player has accumulated victory points that are double or more than the total points on the board. At the end of each round, score VP shown on the victory point markers in the cube. Okay. So, yeah, all right. Oh, I forgot to roll my command dice for this round for both teams. So I'm not going to do that because I completely forgot. Which is funny, I set them out. I have them all right here. I just forgot to roll them. That's all right. Let's go. Jedi Brawler. All right, let's go with the Brawler, which you right here. And I could sprint 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1. Oh, trying to want him to come over here somewhere. 1, 2. Let's do that. So he's gonna sprint 1, 2, 3 behind this wall. I think that's good. And the last guy I have is Arbiter, which actually works. I'll be completely honest, I don't really think about that kind of stuff in advance, because now Arbiter could just jump over this building right into his cube, which I'm going to do. So we can move 2, 1, 2, so that's good. And we're gonna energy sort him, I guess. So 1, 2, and I believe we get some stuff for moving into the cube. For an assault, 2 dice if the model triggered this assault by moving into a cube. Okay, so we'll just get 2 extra dice. We'll have 3, 4, 5. AP of 3. Okay. Energy sword. Here we go. We're looking for 4s. Okay, like an 8. Well, not that much, apparently. And our brawler here is looking for 5. So he gets 1 save. And he's got ESD of 2, so it's going to pop both these shields. That leaves us still with 2 hits. He's got AP of 3, so nothing to armor, and then he's just going to take those 2 wounds as damage. So that is fine. And the last guy we have is Vezda, and he moves incredibly slow unless he sprints, so we're probably going to sprint somewhere. I guess he's kind of hard to... He's kind of in a weird spot, so we're going to start here. We're going to go 1, 2. I'm going to grab this pickup, which is... Looks like a grapple thing. Quantum translocator. Okay, interesting. I do kind of remember what that does. Can you see him now? You gotta see. So that is 1, 2. So he's got 1 more. We're just gonna scooch up into here, I think, and get ready to jump up onto that building. And that is everybody. That's the end of the round. Oh god, I dropped a little green token in a shadow. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. These. So only 1 victory point is currently being occupied, and it is worth 1 whole point. So, I guess for the time being, I'm just gonna put this. I'll put it right here. Just gotta remember where I try to put it. Let's spawn a weapon. 8. We got an energy sword, which is kind of rude. It spawned right here behind this building. I don't love that, to be honest with you. But whatever, that's fine. Okay, back to me, I suppose. Guess we can flip this guy's shields because he's going to be respawning at some point. Let's go. Kinda. Oh, and we get some shield regening action. Make sure I do that. Everybody gets 1. Ooh, I'm actually glad I looked at these. These are for me. I hate both of those, and I don't have the ability to reroll, so that's almost 2 wastes. And those are 3 good ones for the Spartans. So things are looking not great on paper. Let's go. Let's go with. I don't really want to respawn, but I also kind of want to go with RB before that brawler goes. We'll wait, I think. But all of the elites are like all one and the same. None of them are specialized in anything. So I could run in there and pick up that energy sword. Oh. Which would probably not be a terrible idea just because it's got such good stats. No, it's double-sided, that makes sense. And we'll probably guarantee killing him. Trying to decide, because I could just go and take this, but the odds of this guy dying are not terrible because he's already missing some shields. And if I have to assault this guy with Arbiter, that is a long action, which means I would be stuck there even if we kill him. But if I kill him with someone else, I don't love it, to be honest. Let's just go with Arbiter and we'll go from there. That's going to be 3 + 1 because he's wounded. And we're looking for 4s. So that was terrible. And Brawler's looking for 5s. Well, should have trusted my gut and not did that. That was useless. Okay, well, now that has happened, let's go ahead and go with their Brawler before something worse happens to him. And we're just going to combat knife this dude. We're looking for 3s. We're only going to have 3 dice. 2. RB's looking for 4s. Also got 2. So that was just a dead exchange all around. Let's go back to me. I don't love this, to be honest. I guess let's go ahead and respawn with our guy here. And we'll just respawn here. Which I don't think he can do anything else because the respawn is an advance. His first action has to be an advance onto the board. I don't actually think he can really do anything here. He's just kind of stuck. Unless I spawn him over there and shoot. Might not be a bad idea. He's got a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that. We're going to respawn him on this point. We're going to shoot. That's going to give us, I think, a minus something. A -2. So our clear shot goes away because we're shooting into friendly. So we just got 3 dice looking for 4. Okay, and we got weight of fire 1. Okay. Brawler's looking for 5. We get rid of 1. That leaves 2. So we do have ESD 1, so it's going to get rid of that shield. We have AP of 1, so 1's going to get through. So we got 1 damage through. That's better than nothing. Be fair. I guess. Back to them. Let's go ahead and go with the Mark 7. I think we're just going to shoot, and then if we can take out this guy from here, then we'll just sprint over to this and take it. So I don't want to crouch or anything, so we're just going to shoot here, and I mean, it's still going to give us 6 dice because we've got clear shot and high ground. And we're looking for 4s. And he's got weight of fire 2. Oh, well, whatever. It was a 4. That's all one and the same in this scenario. And our guy here's only got 3s. We're looking for 4s. That's tough. So nothing fancy. I'm gonna pop 3 of those into shields and the last one into armor. Although, actually, I guess technically I don't think I would have been able to shoot out of that because I'm standing in that smoke. But, to be honest, that's fine. We'll just say that I moved. I guess it's just going to have to be here to keep the dice quantities the same. I was going to put him 1 block lower, but then he wouldn't have had that extra dice from the high ground, and that might mess stuff up. So this is what we're going with. Fine. Oh. Well, no, actually, this would have gone away at the end of the round. So he's good. So he's going to double move down to here. Down to here. He's right next to this victory point. Anyways, so that is Mark 7. And we're actually going to go ahead and take a shoot. I'm going to spend our command dice to shoot again, which I should have done while I was up there, but that's fine because we still have clear shot, and we're still looking for 4s. And this guy's looking for 4s. So that's 1 through, and that's just going to go to armor. So, thankfully, that worked out just fine. But that brings it back to me. And I think I'm going to go... with this guy while he's Oh, wait, no, because he's already gone. No, he hasn't gone. What am I doing? Put the wrong shields there. I'm going to go with our Needler fella. And... oh, wait, no, he hasn't taken shields. And we're going to move, which is 2. And we are going to, I think, shoot at the Brawler. Oh, no, he's already gone too, so there's no risk. So I have this point. We're going to shoot at, not that you can see this because it's happening right below this border. Right there. We're going to shoot at the Mark 7. And that is range 3. I could try to throw a grenade at him, but that seems like a risky choice. Lethal 1, rapid fire, and weight of fire 1. So it's going to be 3 and 2 for clear shot. And we're looking for 4s. Okay, well, terrible roll, but we got weight of fire 1. And our Mark 7's looking for 5s. 8, another 8. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, he saves all of those, so that Spartans are just rolling better than the elites, it would seem. That is that. We've got Zvezda and the Deadeye left. I guess let's just go ahead and go with Zvezda, who's right here. We're going to move and shoot. When we reach this guy, he's got a range of 6. So, yeah, we're going to shoot at our elite here that just ran up onto this objective from up here. That's going to be clear shot and high ground, so he's going to have 6 dice. 6, and we'll go ahead and spin the command dice for 7. And we're looking for 4s. Oh, and he's got optics. Oh, no. We got 4 headshots. Whew. Oh, no. That's 2 more headshots. Okay, well, I don't have enough dice for all those hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits. I think this guy's as good as dead, which is unfortunate. Oh, gosh. I mean, I'm only going to have 3 dice, so he's got 10 hits. I'm just going to have to remember this. And I'm looking for 4s. Okay, well, 3 saves. But that still leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He doesn't have any more shields. 1 to armor, that leaves 6. He's dead. Dead. The headshot chains. Zvezda's aimbot, I think. That. Put these guys, because he's going to be coming back. Back to me. That just leaves our plasma rifle guy, and he's not going to move, I don't think. What's the range? Throw a grenade, maybe. 1, 2, 3. That would be kind of funny. So we're going to crouch just to reposition in that cube. And we're going to try to throw a grenade because we're just in range. So we're going to use our one-use sticky grenade. So we're rolling 3 dice looking for a 1. to try to land where we want it to go, I guess. Would it be better just to shoot at him? No, I can't. Okay, so I guess this is the grenade test, and this is what I may or may not be doing wrong. So the way I understand this is I roll 3 dice. I'm looking for ones. If I get a 1, it lands in the cube I'm aiming for. Otherwise, I roll a scatter. So here we go, looking for 1. No 1, so it does not land where I want it to. So we roll a scatter, and we're starting... this doesn't really help. I'm going to start 1 in this corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fine. The details don't matter that much. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's going to bounce down in here, and I don't believe it does anything. So no grenade for me. Could have been great. Could have killed him, I think. But Elite's a shitty grenade thrower. It is what it is. Go ahead and put a token on him. We got one last guy. That's the Deadeye. Now, the Deadeye, I guess, should probably move. So we're going to go 1, 2, and we're gonna shoot down on top of this dude's noggin, which is gonna give us clear shot and high ground and optics. And just because, we're gonna go ahead and spin this last dice to give us 1 more for an extra dice, and we are looking for 3s, which I don't love. That is 1, 2, 3 headshots. Wow, triple 5s. What are the odds? Oh, this guy might die right here too. Our boy here is looking for 4s. Well, get rid of 2 of these. Ooh. Okay. Well, 3 of these will go to his shields. He has no AP. Does have lethal 1, which might actually kill me here. So 1 of these goes to armor. That's 3 damage, but then because of lethal 1, that's going to be 4. Oh, well, the 3 would have killed me anyways, because I only have 3 health. So he just murder-fied that guy as well. So this is not going well. And that is everyone. Let me clear the board here. Everybody gets a flipped shield. Go ahead and reroll my command dice. I don't hate or love that. Not bad for them. That is correct. Correct. That now gives them 1 point in the middle as well. 1 to 1. And we're going into round 3. Which I believe, if neither of us have reached 8 points by the time round 6 comes, somebody's going to win based off of quantity. So, back to me. Wonderful. Oh, this is not good. I think I'm going to use on Arbiter, I'm going to use my free assault. Hold on. After an activation by either player, the special order command dice may be spent to remove the activation token from a friendly Sangheili that is off the board due to being killed. Okay, so I have to wait for somebody to be killed. So that would have been better in the last round. Okay, that's specific. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to use my free assault dice to free assault this guy. Which is going to give me, what, 4 dice? I'm looking for 4s. Okay, this is good. Headshot. Miss. This guy is looking for 5s. I hate that. That leaves 1, but we do have ESD of 1, which is good. That's all he has left. Oh, sorry, ESD 2. I was looking at the wrong thing. AP 3, so armor doesn't matter. Lethal 1, so that's actually going to kill him because he only needs 1 wound. So that gets our brawler off the board. And I still have both actions because that was a free assault, and I believe I want to... What do I want to do? I think... Let me check something. Oh, wait, no, it's just explosive. I think. Let me check these keywords. Okay, yeah, so explosive damages stuff around them, I believe. I'm trying to decide if I want to run with Arbiter into this objective corner and then try to throw a grenade into this guy's face. Which, again, you can't really see them. They're up here in this corner. Would be funny, but it also might screw me completely. But I kind of need to start capturing some points here. And I'm not exactly in any better of a move here because I could at least contest. That's what we're going to do, I think. So, 1, 2. That's going to move us down here. Then we're going to throw our 1-use grenade in this dude's face. So we're looking for a 1. Hey, we got a 1. All right, so it's going to land in his cube. So now we roll a 4 dice attack. Do we use our range value for this? I don't remember. There's a quantity dice 4+ test. I guess I'm looking for 4s. With no modifiers. Looking for 4s. And then they roll a 3 dice save. So we're looking for 5s. Hate that. That's 3 saves. How does that work? Take anything? Sticky? A sticky word. He at least loses shields. Something. They get any value out of hitting that dude with a grenade? If 2 or more successes are rolled when making the ranged test to throw the grenade. So no. Because I only rolled 1, I think. That would be a no. So I just literally landed a grenade in that dude's cube and he didn't take anything. No shields, no nothing. That seems silly. Would have been better off shooting him, probably. Somehow. Well, that's incredibly disappointing. These elites are getting the shit into the stick, if I do say so myself. They are gonna go with the same guy that you still can't see down here in this corner. I'm gonna go with Zvezda and shoot at that guy, so we're just gonna straight retaliate. And you know what? I might as well crouch and shoot because I have a free advance that I can use to get into that cube afterwards anyways. So that's going to be 3, 2 for clear shot, 1 for crouch. We're looking for 4s. And he's got weight of fire 2. What I said I was looking for? 4s. Okay. And then headshot. Jeez. Got 5. And Arbiter's looking for 4s. So all of that is just going to go into shields. And then we're going to spend the free advance to move into this cube to contest it. Because I believe you only score the points if you're the only one in the cube, which is going to be a problem, I think. Okay. Back to me. Let's go take this. And I can't shoot with the plasma rifle because it's long, which I don't really understand. It literally is a pistol, but I can't move and shoot with it. I get why, but God, I hate that you basically respawning you're just stuck. Like I have basically 2 useless characters this round. And we're scoring so incredibly slow. God, I don't even know what to do here. I can't get into range of any other objectives. 1, 2. Okay, we're gonna move this guy 1, 2. Yeah, it's still not great. And I guess we're just gonna try to throw a grenade up on top onto this Vezda, because why the heck not? We're looking for a 1. So we miss. Scatter into 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it lands down there and does nothing. So nothing there. Which I have to assume that I'm doing the grenade rules wrong. Otherwise, the grenades feel like a pointless inclusion for the most part. Unless you could throw a grenade in addition to doing other things, and it's just kind of like a little extra something, then that would make sense. But I'm pretty sure the grenade's just like a shoot action. So it is their turn. We are going to go with Vezda, and we are going to shoot again. Because why wouldn't we? That is going to be 3 plus 2 for clear shot, plus 1 for high ground, and plus 1 for optics. But we're going to lose 2 since we've got a friendly in the cube. So we're looking for 4s. That is 1 headshot for optics, so nothing. And Arbiter is looking for 4s as well. We save 1. One of these is going to go to armor, and one of them is going to go to damage. Wait, yep. Okay. Let's... Oh god, I gotta respawn these morons. What's up, Sniper? You're tuning in for the elites getting their absolute faces smashed in, more or less. Is kind of what it's feeling like. They're not doing great. 2 of them are dead off the board currently. Score is 1-1 in the 3rd round. So I guess you could take that for what you want. Oh, also when he died, he would have dropped this, so I need to scatter this. 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I didn't use it. I forgot about that. Let's respawn our Needler moron here. Guess he's just going to spawn back down here, but he can't do anything because his spawn is in advance. Which means if you're not in range to shoot anybody, you just can't do anything. You just get to stand there. Nobody's in range. I could try to lob a grenade. 1. Yeah, might as well. Use my one-time use grenade. We're going to try to just lob this grenade up here. So we're looking for a 1. Okay, we got a 1. That's good. So we're landing, but it's not sticky. Now we're rolling 4 dice. 4 dice, and we're looking for 4s. Okay. Vezda's rolling a 3 dice save, looking for 4s. Saves 2. The 1 gets through. What does that mean for me? Grenade, sticky. I don't think I get the sticky because of... I think that... Just going to go into shield. I don't believe the grenade has ESD or anything on it, which, again, grenade rolling seems a little wonky to me. Difference in number of successes is the number of hits caused. Refer to damage and death. Yeah, okay, sure, that makes sense. Yeah, no ESD or anything for grenades. That seems strange. So I guess I just take off 1 shield since I didn't stick him. We just took a little bit of splash damage. Is this fella. So they still have the Brawler that needs to respawn and the Deadeye, which the Deadeye we'll just go ahead and go with, and we're going to move. Actually, before we move, we're going to shoot. So we have our high ground. We're shooting the guy. You can't see him, but he's down here. Shooting at this fella right here. So we have high ground, and yeah, it's a clear shot and optics. So it's 3, 2 for high, 1 for clear shot, 1 for optics, and we're looking for 3s. That is 3 headshots. It looks like this guy might be dying again. Unfortunate. This guy is looking for 4s. So that's going to be 3 to shields. 1 to armor. And wouldn't you know it, 3 into his health pool, which is 3. So he is dead again. And then our Deadeye is going to move down here to capture this. Or to occupy it. But I guess we are going to play our command dice, our special order, which After an activation by either player, the special or command dice may be spent to remove the activation token, which is that guy that just died, from a friendly saying Healy that is off the board due to being killed that is not yet respawned. This means that a controlling player can and must take a turn to activate the model before the end of the current round. So this dude will have to go again, and he will also just be respawned, kind of standing there doing nothing again. So that's unfortunate. But at least we'll be able to get him back on the board within the same round. That's something, I guess. That's Deadeye. So I've got 2 dead guys to go with, which is unfortunate. I guess we're going to respawn our plasma rifle guy back down here. And we're going to chuck a grenade, which I'm assuming the one use is like once per life. And if that's not the case, at this point, it's all I got. So that's the way I'm playing it, because I'm just having to spawn and chuck grenades across the map because these guys are dying instantly. So I'm going to try to throw a grenade at Zvezda again. We're looking for a 1. Awesome. Now we're rolling for 4s. Okay. Zvezda is looking for 4s. I hate him. Which, again, he's just going to take a little bit more splash damage and take out his other shield. I'll whittle him down eventually. Is this guy? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I got to move to shoot. Okay. The last guy to go for them is the Brawler, who needs to respawn. So he's not going to be able to do anything at all. He's just going to respawn on the board and do nothing, I guess. So the last guy I have is the Pulse Carbine guy, and I guess we're going to respawn here again. And I can't respawn him over here because there's too many. So I can't even try to chuck my grenade at Zvezda again, so that's unfortunate. Because he's just respawned under the bridge. Okay, so that's the end of that round. Flip all of his because he respawned. Nobody scores that one because it's contested. But they are going to score 2 more points because they have the other ones. That's them up to 3. And me still at 1. Best is going to get a shield back. Let's clear all these tokens. We're going to spawn a weapon on the one plate that doesn't have one. I'm not going to bother rolling. And we'll go with this one. I don't like that one, actually. I remember because we used it before. Same thing with that one. That's explosive. Sniper rifle. Okay, well. That works. We can live with that. That's command dice for me. We're going to keep that. Granted, I need some advance, but I don't get to reroll any of mine. For them. Which they did still have a free advance, actually, so I'm going to just go ahead and move that Brawler one, because I could have spent that at the end. I just forgot. Okay, so things are looking terrible. But this is round 4. And it is 3-1 Spartan. We're going to 8. So need to clear this 2-point objective down here in the corner that you can't see. It's right here. Literally. So yeah, I kind of need to clear that for this to work. Otherwise, I'm going to get pulverized, I think. That Deadeye can almost see everything by the time I get to him. I need to assault him or something. Okay. Well, I guess it's my turn. And we're going to go with... I'm going to go with our needler, I think. And I'm gonna go 1, 2, and we're gonna shoot at this Zvezda right here. That is clear shot, so we're gonna have 5. And we do have way to fire 1. And we're looking for 4s. So, good lord, 8. Okay, this is good. Okay, well, gonna save that roll a little. Zvezda's looking for 4s. Just miss. Rid of those. And unfortunately, I think that one hit's just going to go into his 1 shield. He doesn't have... Oh, I did have way to fire, actually. Okay, that's good. So that would have been 1 extra hit, which would have gone to armor, because he doesn't have any armor piercing. So, all that for nothing. So they're out here, one swooping me, and I'm just struggling to get a damage through before he leads. Let me make sure I activate. There we go. It's their turn. And we are going to go with... we're going to go with the Mark 7. And we're going to assault Arbiter with the combat knife. So we're going to have 4 dice for that. And we're looking for 4. Okay, like to see it, like to see it. We're looking for 4s. We are all good. Okay, great. I guess I could have added a dice to that, but whatever. Back to me. I guess we're going to go ahead and go with the Arbiter. I'm trying to remember if I flipped a shield. I think I did. And we are just going to assault, I believe. Which again, this is right there on the corner of the board. We're just going to assault, which is 3. He is not wounded, so I don't get any more than that. We're looking for 4s. Okay, we did get an 8. Ooh. He's looking for 5. Yikes. Okay. We're actually just going to go ahead and spend our free assault, I guess, and try that again, because that was awful. Still looking for 4s. Just as bad of a roll. And he blocked it again. Okay, energy shield. It's only the worst thing that's ever energy shielded. Yikes. Okay, so I'm going to need to rely on... Well, shit, the one guy that probably could have can't reach anymore. Could try to grenade him. No, he's already used it this life. Okay, well. I guess let's go with Zvezda before he dies. We're going to shoot down here again. So it's going to be 3, high ground, clear shot, and optics. And then we're going to lose 2 for friendly fire, and we're looking for 4s. Wow, okay. We're looking for 4s. Okay. Arbiter lives. That's good. That is back to me. I think we go with this guy. And we're going to move. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to shoot ESD1, way to fire 1. So we do have, I would say, clear shot. I guess I could move one more just to make it more convincing. So that's 5 dice, looking for 4s. Okay. Hopefully Zvezda's dead here. Looking for 4s on saves. And he has no shields, and this weapon has ESD1, weight of fire 1, which I didn't need. The 2 of those are going into armor. I'm only getting 1 damage through. Forgot I hadn't actually done anything to him. I've just been chipping away those shields. So that's rough. Okay, I don't love that. Activation token. Back to them. Guess we'll go with the brawler. Who is right here. And I don't need to get a line of sight to take out Arbiter down here in the bottom. What's his range? 2. 1, 2. Okay, we could make that work. So he is going to 1, 2. And he is going to shoot with the shotgun. So we're looking for 5s. We do have high ground and clear shot, but we're going to lose basically clear shot for friendly fire. So we have 4 dice. And we'll add in our command dice. Whew, for an extra one. So we're looking for 5s on 5 dice. Okay, wow. Insult to injury, triple 5s, and a headshot. Got 4 arbiters looking for 4s. Save 2. 1 goes to shield. And he's got lethal 1, so I'm going to take 2 damage. That puts me up to 3, which kills me. Son of a gun. And I might as well go ahead and play my stupid special order thing. So at least I'll get to go with him again. But again, he's just going to be stuck standing on a respawn doing nothing. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. So it is back to me. I can't shoot and move with this dude with this gun. So I guess we're just gonna... I guess we're just gonna 1, 2, 3 and pick up this sniper rifle, which got a feeling isn't gonna do me any good. But he doesn't really have any other option, to be fair. And that is him done. So the last guy they got is Deadeye. He's not going to do anything. He's just going to crouch, I guess, and be prepared. He's on an objective already. This dude is just going to hang out. So now I just got to respawn Arbiter. And wish I could get some free advances here. This would help me a ton, considering all my guys keep dying. Yeah, at this point, I'm going to have to win this 2-point victory thing to make up any ground. So he's just going to respawn right here again. Now, what I can do is use my one-time use sticky grenade and try to chuck it at Zvezda again up there, and I'm going to do that because it's funny. All right, we got 1s again. Sweet. We're looking for 4s. Okay, Zvezda's looking for 4s. Hate him. I guess grenades go into armor, I would assume. No. Got AP2. So no armor. Lethal 1. So that's going to be 2 damage, actually. It gets through. He only needs 1 more damage. Okay, so that is the end of round 4. That all leaves aside. Shield. All my guys have full shield because they just keep dying. I'll go and reroll my command dice. God bless the same 2 every time. Oh, they also have some free advances, but I don't guess I really need them. I guess I could actually use one here. And yeah, that's the only guy that probably would have used one. Oh, I don't love that for them. So the Spartans got 2 free shoots and a free move, and I get a free assault and my stupid special action again. Which, at this rate, honestly, is kind of coming in handy because everybody keeps dying, so it's at least giving me a free pass to get them on the board. But God, some free advances would be better here. I guess it would kind of help if this lane right here all the way to the objective wasn't completely open off my spawns, because yeah. Okay. So I guess because I went with my thing, they're actually going first. Also, they're going to get 2, 3, 4 points, which puts them up to 7. So they only need 1 more point. So this is going to be the last round because I don't think I have the ability to contest all of them enough for this to not be the last round, but we'll see. Let's see. So they're going first, actually, because I went last. Honestly, the biggest threat that I have right now is going to be the dude on this bridge getting over there by sprinting to contest that. So I'm going to shoot with the Deadeye first, who is already crouched. I'm going to shoot up at this guy on the bridge. And I guess he's just going to have 4 dice, but he does have a free shoot. Because I'm behind that railing, I'm going to say that is not a clear shot. But he's just got the crouch modifier. He's going to have 5 dice. 1 for optics, 1 for crouch. So 5 dice looking for 3s. And he's got 3 headshots. Jesus. And 2 more headshots. Okay. Bro, what are these rolls? And I've got all of 3 dice, and I'm looking for 4s. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Steal this. So I'm just going to put this over here. So get rid of 3. That is rough. That is going to be 3 to shields. 1 to armor. And he's got lethal 1, which is going to be 2 wounds plus 1 for a total of 3, which means he's dead. 1 attack, and our boy has died. Now, I don't even think it's worth playing out the rest of this because that's it. All they need to do is win 1 victory point, and this guy being on this 1 victory point is going to score, and he was the only guy I had close enough to get to it. I don't have any free advances. I can't sprint far enough with anybody else to get there. And it's not like I could win enough to tie anything because I've only got 1 point. So that is a wrap on that, which is just horrible. Let me swap this. Well, I'll just... So, our elites got absolutely obliterated. I just couldn't get past this this line, and to be honest, the fight for this 2-point objective was just lost time and time and time again. So honestly, basically all the elites got almost decimated in one attack. Like the Spartans were getting really good headshot rolls, and that dude over there, the Deadeye, was absolutely obliterating people. Zvezda actually was doing a lot more than he typically would. So I guess in the battle for Snowy Outpost land, we just absolutely lost in like the worst way, which is unfortunate. The last time I played the elites, I don't think they really got like that slaughtered, to be honest. But man, I mean, we didn't really even have to pick up dropped or spawned weapons or use any of the pickups. I was just like baseline stuff that just slaughtered them like horribly. They were just getting headshot procs like crazy. I mean, multiple times through that game, the Spartans rolled multiple headshots in a row, and just did too much damage for me to even try to block. And the elites rolls also weren't fantastic. Their command dice rolls weren't really helping me. The mercenary with the plasma rifle, it having long, if I remember correctly, means that shooting is a long action. So spawning, taking an advance, means that I can't even shoot off spawn, even if somebody is in range. So he's almost like useless for every other round that he dies, because when he comes back, he can't do anything. He can't double move. You can't do the actions twice, I don't think. I don't know, spawning seems like more of a charity act than an actual useful thing with some of these guys. And again, maybe I was doing a whole lot wrong here. I haven't played this game in a while, so there's a good chance I was doing things absolutely wrong, but that's tough. I also wish this game used like a randomized activation pool, like Legion or really most anything else. Like I would just shuffle up and draw cards to see which of the people activate. That way you could hope that you draw like certain characters before other characters. Because like in this scenario, if I would have maybe still had a chance. Okay, well, I could just look at the book. Does long give you... Let's see. A normal shoot action made with this weapon, with this keyword, is a long action. A blaze away shoot action with a rapid fire weapon is still a short action. Did you get any bonuses for it being long other than it just taking a long action to do it? Rapid fire, continuous fire. Continuous fire. Wait a fire 2 at the end of the current shoot action. Oh, yeah, and then if you shoot it, basically it could overheat and almost make you cause a wound. I don't know. That character seems horrible, and I don't know why I would ever want to take him, to be completely honest, but he's one of 4 elites. So that almost seems like a pick up a extra weapon as fast as you possibly can type of character, which I would have loved to have done. I just didn't get the weapon spawn until the last one that was close enough to him to pick it up quickly. But yeah, I wish there was kind of randomized activation, because in this scenario, if it was up to some chance for that Deadeye to be drawn later in the round to allow me to like sprint close enough to him to try to get rid of him or contest him or something, or make him take a fight action instead of a shoot, That could have saved that guy's life, but because I could just go with him first, kind of takes the chance out of it. And as somebody who just doesn't want to have to make decisions for things, having to choose who to use when kind of sucks. I like Shatterpoint where you draw and then you could like spend a force to put somebody in reserve if you really want to save that person, because there are, like in Legion and stuff especially, characters that I want to save for later in the round, but it's almost easier to know who I want to save for later than it is to know who to use right now, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And also kind of what's funny is every time I played this, one of my takeaways is how hard it is to kill anything. With the default weapons, but once you pick up weapons, it becomes significantly easier. And my God, was that wrong in this game, because these guys were just obliterating people. Now, one of the bigger problems is armor piercing, and the elites only have 1 armor each. So that kind of solved a little bit of that from like the Spartan perspective, because all they had to do was get through shields, which aren't regenerative, or they're not constant like armor is. So if I shoot one guy twice, I can get rid of their shields pretty quickly, and there's not near as much armor, and they have less health. So the elites kind of feel worse, I think, overall than the Spartans do. And the grenades, with the grenades being like in place of a shoot action, and them being not super lethal unless you roll like 2 1s and it sticks to them, I guess. Then you get value for it, but without getting the sticky proc, it feels kind of shitty. I mean, I hit Zvezda with 2 different grenades in the same round, and all I did was take his 2 shields off. Kind of rough. So, I don't know. There are some big quirks with this that I think will be solved over time with the addition of more characters. I think the grenade rule needs to change, if I'm being honest. I almost feel like the grenade rule needs to be a free action, so you could throw the grenade and then still get your regular 2 actions would probably help, because they just don't seem super lethal. And if you do get it, and you do get the stick, and you get to shoot, it would feel better, I think. Or it'd feel cooler, maybe. So, I don't know. To be fair, I almost feel like I'm a little more negative on Flashpoint than it deserves to be. There's just stuff that feels really weird and like it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And maybe that's because I'm doing it wrong. And maybe it's just because I'm unlucky. And also I'm playing myself, which doesn't help. I can't really counterplay my own brain because I kind of know what I want to do with certain characters, and I can't get rid of that subconsciously. So there's also that. But like this game, I mean, the elites were almost getting killed in 1 attack by a lot of these people. And a lot of that was up to like roll choice, but like the respawn system taking both or one of your actions to respawn kind of sucks, because if you die in the previous round, you're going to come back in the next round, but you're coming back 1 action short. And in a game mode like this, where like you need to cover distance, having to respawn kind of kills you. No pun intended, or pun unintended. If that makes sense. Like, I get respawning because you died should affect you negatively, but in this case, because I need to get to objectives, like it's kind of like domination essentially, like I need to get into these cubes, being able to spawn, move, and shoot wouldn't be the end of the world. I think respawning makes a little bit more sense for Slayer, because where you need to go isn't as specified, and where the enemy isn't going to be as specified. But in this case, like, respawning and not being able to move, and with how lucky the Spartans were getting with their shooting, lost me the game almost entirely, I think, because I was just stuck on my spawn cubes for a lot of the game. So I don't really know what I would have changed, to be honest with you. as far as who would go where, I mean, it was kind of, I just needed the weapons to spawn better, because like I had a rocket launcher spawn close, and that was, I'm not even going to deal with that again. You watch the last Halo Flashpoint thing we did to watch those shenanigans. Although I did land a rocket launcher hit once, and it was pretty funny. So, yeah, I guess that's my Flashpoint rant over for the time being. But again, I do have all of the new stuff coming. I'm interested to see. I didn't use evade at all, but also a lot of the times that I would have wanted to have used it, they got like one attack wiped, so I never really even got a chance to use it. Because I was trying to keep that in my mind, that I could move if they shot at me and didn't kill me. But like the times that they shot at me and didn't kill me, I was kind of already where I wanted to be, if that makes sense. So like it mentally came up a couple times down here on this 2-point objective, but he was already on it, so it's not like I was going to go anywhere. But yeah, a lot of the times I was trying to move places, I was just getting wiped. Defined map preset layouts. Yeah, I guess that could be kind of hard for them to do. Like, they could give us preset layouts kind of like they did with the little tutorial thing, where they kind of showed, like in a smaller setting, kind of where to put the starter box terrain. But then I guess you're kind of limited to what comes in that box for what they could give you layouts for. I don't know. I tried to go more dense with this like setup, I guess. So there was a little bit more verticality on like the second level plane, and then a little bit more line of sight blocking and tight quarters. But that didn't really work out, because I still ended up with a long sight line along the bottom and kind of along the side. But I didn't want it to be like completely blocked. And then same thing here, this sight line up under this bridge into like this middle courtyard kind of area also was like a dead zone. That Deadeye just had it made there. So I don't really know how they would go about doing that, but I do think it would work better kind of the same way that they do like with the weapon spawns and stuff, because I don't feel like trying to figure out where to put weapons, so I just go with what they say in the book, and that takes some of my guesswork out of it. I almost feel like instead of having a spawn and that taking an action, like just make the play area slightly bigger and then just get rid of that. At least it feels like you're doing something, because when you spawn and I can't move in a game mode like this, it's like, okay, well, great. Which is, I guess, the good thing about having the special order dice for reinforcements, being able to go ahead and respawn somebody that round, essentially, and just kind of waste that. But it would still be better if I could spin that special order, respawn them, and go ahead and start getting them moving again, so it actually feels like reinforcements are coming, because, I don't know. I'm being very nitpicky, but I also just had a horrible experience with with the elites. And even the energy sword, like, you would think with the energy sword, getting into like melee with somebody should be almost like a guaranteed you're going to win that fight, and that absolutely wasn't the case. Now, if you could enter in to a cube and assault somebody, then it's good. But like if you're already in a cube and you're just doing an assault action, not great. So, I don't know. But next week, next Thursday, hopefully I should have the Warcrow stuff painted, which, can you, I don't know if you hear that, dog's in here. For those of you that don't know, this is some of the Warcrow stuff. So we got 2 little dwarf guys, 2, they're called skin changers here, and then a new boss guy and a new boss girl for the hegemony faction. And I'm gonna have to figure out how to play that game again, because it's also been a while playing Warcrow, but it's one of the systems that I've liked most of the systems that I've kind of, the new systems that I've kind of messed with. Shatterpoint's really stuck with me, and Warcrow's really stuck with me. They're pretty similar. But I'm working on getting those painted currently. I've got all of the Varank, the blue, like troll-looking people painted. And then I've got one of the dwarfs painted. So I've just got to paint one dwarf and Lady Talia and get them all based and ready to go, which I should be able to do by next Thursday. So we'll probably play on this map again, but in a northern settlement, medieval kind of vibe. And we'll play some Warcrow. And maybe we'll play the... I think there's a scenario where the Mormab, whatever. Some flesh beast spawns and is kind of like a chaotic neutral third that'll attack both teams. And you get points for killing it. So that could be fun. I'm looking for, that's played on a 3-foot space. And it'll be the biggest, obviously, team force I played Warcrow with, because I've just got the starter box, which is right there. What's left of them, because I have some of them upstairs for reference for painting the new people. And Sniper, as far as Shatterpoint goes, if you like Star Wars at all, Shatterpoint is a lot more flavorful than I would have expected it to be, and it plays pretty quickly. We didn't stream it because, again, they were learning. My fiance's never played anything. Justin came over with his wife, and she's never played anything, so they didn't want to do that on stream, which is understandable. But we had some kind of funny moments with, like, Asajj and Ahsoka fighting, like, way up top on something and then getting force pushed off. And there was, I think, another thing with Darth Maul doing some shenanigans and throwing some lightsabers at people and killing them or something. I don't know. There was two kind of like specific flavorful like Star Wars moments that like you could see play out in your head, which is pretty funny. So I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to start cleaning all this stuff up because, my gosh, the setup and the takedown is almost as long as the playing. So that is going to do it for this one. Again, I'm feeling a certain type of way currently of late, so I'm not going to promise anything as far as when we're going to do stuff. I think we'll probably be playing next Thursday. I just haven't really felt like painting on camera, to be honest with you. So I don't know if we're going to be doing that on Monday, but we'll shoot for Thursday. And streaming the Marvel stuff, I don't think anybody really cares about me playing Marvel, so I've just kind of been... We still play every night, so working on Lord Captain America, for those of you who know Marvel Rivals and care about that. That's what I'm doing. So I'm going to shut up. Actually shut up this time. I will see you guys probably next Thursday. All right. I appreciate you guys sitting through all of my rambling and all of my stuff and kind of pseudo playing with me. Not like that, you nasty fuckers. All right. I'll talk to you guys next week. See you guys.
The power of the dark side.